Welcome back to the ECC Season 7. We are bringing you the final game of the evening, ILV Esports Black versus the GC Hops. Should be an interesting one, this Division 2 Conference 1. What do you expect from this game, Mikey?
I'm not too sure. To be honest, off the top of my head, I'm just sort of like, okay, you've got a roster of NG, Sapana, Cheesecake, with the subs of Silent Panda and I Got This Boating, against the team of Frizzle My Shizzle, Mitch. I'm going to say Archaon, that's what I'm going to go with the subs of Don't Mind Me and Pile of Dodge. I initially predicted that ILV were going to take this, and I still kind of believe that. And I think they've just got the edge on the GC Pops, but I think it'll be a very close series, and I'm hoping that we'll see some pretty intense action today.
Yeah, for sure. Should be a bit of a closer game than the last one. I think at least both these teams relatively evenly matched in the division coming into this one. Their first game of the week, they'll be looking to perform on stream, get a bit of clout coming into the second week.
They need to get a real quick start going, don't they? They need to get in there, get that initial, because these first games are crucial, because after this game anything can happen. It can go either way. If you win your first game, that sets you up with such an advantage going into game 2. You've got a renewed confidence. Okay, we can do this. We're a good team in the league. We know that we. You know that we can actually go out and get them victories. And going into the second game and the third game, and going into like the next few weeks, it's like, okay. Initially, it's a little bit of the unknown in the beginning, but then the more you sort of play against these teams, and the more you scrim them, and especially when you're playing on stream in front of people, and it's the actual first week, it's probably one of the most important weeks of the season. As much as the whole season is important, the first week is sort of where you make your mark and be like, okay, we're going to do well, or we're not going to do so well. But then you can also bounce back in week 2, so it is a very vital week 1.
Yeah, for sure. Taking that first win can give you a little confidence boost to start off your season. If you lose, sometimes it can, put you down a bit. But, at the end of the day, there's still 8 weeks left. So, take it with a pinch of salt. Just try and perform your best and, take whatever you can from the game.
Absolutely. I think the good thing about this is you're going into a competitive game, and after the game, you can turn around and you can start reviewing what is actually going on, and you can sit down and just look at it and be like, okay, is there an issue with our defense? Is there an issue with our attack? You can sort of iron out the creases, so to speak, and actually fully get into it and be like, okay, these are the issues our team face. But if you're one of these teams, what is your mindset going into this game?
I think week 1, you're just, coming into this, you don't expect too much at the end of the day because, you never know what might happen. I think you just want to come in, try and have as much fun as possible. Make sure you're, keeping your gameplay smooth. Don't let the, momentum get the better of you, or the fact that you're on stream get the better of you. Just, try and perform as well as you can. And, hopefully you come out with the win. And if not, then don't stress too much about it.
Yeah, do you not think that playing on stream gives a bit of an advantage though? Because I think it adds to that pressure. So if I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, I'm playing on stream. This is a showcase of who I am, what my ability is, and ultimately it's that case of, are you going to turn into a diamond under pressure, or are you going to turn to coal under a pressure? And I think that's what, and especially with it being so early in the season, making your mark in ECC in the beginning few weeks, it's very vital that you sort of do that. But at the same time, you do have to have that thinking of like, okay, what, if you lose today, it's one game. You know, it isn't necessarily the end of the world. As much as I've talked about this sort of importance of it, it's a long season. And if we just look at the predictions for a minute, we've got Sherry's predicted the ILV Esports Black are going to win. You've actually decided that the GC Pops are going to win, and I've also decided that ILV Esports Black are going to win. And it looks like we're getting the teams into the lobby now, so it should kick off at any moment. But do you want to give us a bit more as to how come you've gone with the GC Pops against us?
Well, I mean, their team name is a lot cooler, so that's the reason I predicted them to win. You know, I'm backing them because they've definitely got clout. ILV, just, you know, a bit of a basic, just going with their org, so, you know, not much creativity there. I don't think they have it in them.
Fair enough. That is a view you've got to sort of respect. I think that the thing we sort of have to remember though is that like with these teams, you know, they've played together for a bit now. They're going to be getting used to each other over the coming weeks. I think the fact that you've gone with a team that, you know, they're all British. They're all. It looks like they will have really, really good communication because of that. You know, whereas ILV Esports Black, they're not necessarily from the same thing as from the same country, so it could potentially have a little bit of like, okay, a little bit of communication error, so to speak. But I'm hoping that we will see an intense game here. The ILV Esports Black roster consists of NG, Sapana, Cheesecake, Silent Panda, and I got this boating. I'm not too sure about the abilities of any of the specific players, but as a roster, that's got to be a strong roster, surely.
Yeah, I definitely think, you know, some of the players I'm seeing are very skilled. I think it should be an interesting game to say the least. I think should be enough from us for now, and let's get the game underway and let the players speak for themselves. Game number 1, final game of the evening, GC Pops versus ILV Black. It's a strong kickoff from the GC Pops. Sapana keeping possession on the side. Wall can't quite get that second touch. Archeon coming in, looking to get an offense started, but pass isn't quite there. Sapana alone on defense, but the shot, nothing behind it really. Doesn't go in, and dodge. Bit of a fluky miss. Not sure how he didn't reach that one, but worked out nicely, and ILV Black take the first goal.
Absolutely, what a great touch there from Cheesecake. Just dinks it right over the defender's head. That defender really should have got that though, and it looks like ILV Black have started this game the exact way that they'd want to.
Yeah, dodge just a bit too far forward on the defense there. Demo coming out from GC Pops. They're popping it past one defender. Sapana is there. Archeon, great speed to get up there. Keeps the attack going, but teammate unable to get a follow. ILV Black looking to start the attack. It's past Archeon. He's the last man back. Dodge once again on the defense. The save is out. Cheesecake trying to finish it off. Archeon making the save. A sloppy defense, but it works out an open net. But don't mind these, missed the shot. A wasted opportunity for the GC Pops to equalize there, but a pinch off his car. Again, almost in, just wide off the post. Kicking things off with a bang. With an awkward touch on the defense there. Sapana, a chance now onto the backboard. NG, bit slow, but will find the goal. Defense not quick enough to stop that one. ILV Black 2-0.
Absolutely, GC Pops will be kicking themselves after that. You know, that was opportunity after opportunity. You know, 2 open nets missed right there. And if I am GC Pops, I would be like, how did I not get that then?
Yeah, I mean, to say the least, the defense just looks really messy. The rotations really aren't coming together, and the clears just not where they need to be. ILV Black just walking all over them. A great pass there. NG with the shot, but just manages to play wide. Sapana keeping it in play. Cheesecake putting it down. Not much power behind that one, but they just keep possession. Demo coming out onto Cheesecake there. An attack could form now for the GC Pops. pile of dodge. Light touching, but possession just given away by Archaon there in the corner. Don't mind me having to make a big clear. It does go past the ILV Black team, pushing it once again into attack. A shot on from dodge, but Sapana, once again, the backbone of that defense, keeping the goal safe, looking to get something started here. Don't mind me, a lovely save.
Yeah, that was just an absolutely epic, a really quick reaction there from, and you know, as I'm about to go on about their defense, just a great pass from Don't Mind Me off the backboard right into the path of Archaon, who just, there's nothing Sapana can do, not in the right position there. What another great goal.
Yeah, they catch ILV Black out of rotation there, get their first goal, bring that deficit down a little bit. Sapana winning the 50 there, pushing it into attack once again. Archaon, a big clear. Can he follow it? Does get past one, but the shot a bit too rushed there, perhaps. Don't mind me sending it off, but it's past dodge. NG has the ball now. It's in the middle for Cheesecake. Sapana takes the shot. Archaon keeping that one out, and dodge a big clear. Cheesecake alone in the defense goes. He does miss the ball, dodge an open net, and Sapana will end up finishing that one off, but not much they could have done differently in that scenario with 3 attackers.
Absolutely. If you're ILV Black, you've got to be really disappointed. I'm not too sure which player actually missed that there, but you've got to be disappointed in that miss. That was vital. And that mistake there just led to the equaliser for the GC Pops.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for them. It's tied up 2-2 now. Don't mind me just missing the shot there. Had a chance to take the lead. Sapana sending it down a big clear. Cheesecake keeping possession. The demo's out on Sapana. A big pinch from Don't Mind Me, pushing it into offense once again. NG does get a full tank, but misses the ball. It's forcing Sapana to make a save in the net there. Pile of dodge. Bit slow to the challenge, but will freeze it in its tracks. Double commit on defense. Dodge left to clean up. Does manage to work well with the Archaon. Pushing down the field now. Takes that corner boost out from underneath Sapana. The pass is on, but not much to do. They can't really throw these ILV Black defenders off too much. They keep the rotation going very smoothly. Dodge a chance. The fake is on, but Archaon couldn't make the shot, and the attack crumbles to nothing.
Just see Sapana is just the absolute, as you said, the backbone of that defense, having an absolutely phenomenal game over there, getting save after save.
Yeah, ILV Black just keeping the rotations very clean. The GC Pops not quite able to do the same, but they're clinging on in this game nonetheless. Ball put into the middle now. Cheesecake off to Sapana. The shot not quite on target. A miss from Archaon will give possession up, but his teammate cleaning it up very quickly. Cheesecake trying to play interference, but dodge still managing to pass it towards the middle. Sapana, a big pass now. Cheesecake has the shot. It's just wide. That was such a great opportunity for them. Just goes alright. Archaon pushing immediately back into the attack. Gets a demo on NG, but the pass isn't there. Dodge into the corner. NG, bit of an awkward touch now. Dodge a chance to pass. The fake is on, and Archaon finishing it off. Not sure if the fake was, accidental or intended, but it's worked out either way.
Absolutely. That mistake from NG right there, just not able to do much with it. Just digs it right back towards the net. And unfortunately for them, you can't do that when you've got a team that are playing as well as the opposition are, and you've just seen the absolute comeback from 2-0 down. And what a kickoff! I have no words.
Yeah, Cheesecake's read that beautifully. Comes on after seeing Archaon is going to be kicking himself with that miss, because the ball just comes in at 0 seconds, and we have overtime.
Absolutely, and Archaon didn't need to go for that. If he'd have been a little bit more patient, he could have just sat there and waited for it and just bumped it towards the floor.
The thing is, if you're going to go for that, you need to actually hit the ball. I mean, it's not a very hard ball to hit. It wasn't traveling that fast. And as you say, if he was a bit more patient, probably could have just caught it on the ground instead. Hopefully, they will be able to still get the win. A block in from Archaon. Now the shot from Don't Mind Me puts onto the backboard instead. The catch from Sapana, but Archaon again, another miss. Dodge missing the boost there, and he's on the front post. Very awkward from the GC Pops right now. Another miss coming out. Everything's gone haywire after they let that 0-second goal in.
The GC Pops just falling apart right now. They need to get it out of that goal, which is exactly what they've done. Going off the backboard, let's see how they can do anything with that. Unfortunate for them, they can't.
30 seconds into this overtime now. Archaon a chance, puts it into the corner. The bounce is there. Sapana, a beautiful touch. Cheesecake looking to get a bit of a counter attack started. ILV Black caught off guard by Archaon, but once again misses his connection with the ball. Not doing much there.
It does seem to be the sort of the same thing over and over again. The little mistakes from the GC Pops. We see Archaon very, very close. The amount of times that has nearly gone in. And
you can't be missing open nets like that when you're in an overtime, you know.
Facts. I think maybe the pressure is getting to them a little bit.
I think it's just the fact that, you know, they let that 0-second equalizer come in and really threw them off quite a bit, and they don't seem to have recovered just yet. Dodge putting into the middle. Don't mind me has the shot. Archaon takes it instead, but it's off the crossbar once more. Archaon not doing great with the accuracy today. 8 shots and only 2 goals to his name.
A little bit of miscommunication there. She just saw him just completely steal that from his teammate. And it does seem to be that the defense of ILV Black is on point. Sapana is absolutely killing it. We're just now having a little bit of a back and forth, a little bit of a demo. See if they can do anything during this overtime.
Yeah, Dodge almost had the goal. That Archaon has an open net. The demo from Dodge to open the way. The GC Pops will clinch it out in the end. 2 minutes and 30 seconds into overtime. I mean, as you were saying, Sapana doing their utmost in the defense, had 6 saves that game. You know, couldn't quite carry it in the end. GC Pops a bit messy, but they make it work. Game 1 will go to them.
Absolutely, but look at the carry from Archaon and Dodge on Don't Mind Me. Don't Mind Me, unfortunately, not able to do as much as them, but you can just see it. 6 saves from Sapana. He is one hell of a defender. To be able to pull off that, unfortunately for them, that, you know, the GC Pops did get them the good shots that you need to get off, and eventually, when the onslaught it keeps coming and keeps coming and keeps coming, eventually they're going to break that wall down.
The thing is, they got the win, but to me it just seemed messy. They really, shouldn't have gotten away with that. Archaon did have 3 goals, and, on paper it looks like he carried, but, in practice he missed far too many shots. Like, he had at least 3 open nets that, he just sent way too high or, too wide. Realistically, they should have won that at least like 7-3 if they were, hitting, the easy goals. Hopefully coming into game 2, the accuracy will be there.
Yeah, I think that the defending then became very sloppy in the end, and there were just little gaps left and little misses here there that really impacted it. And hopefully we'll see an improvement on that in game number 2.
Yeah, good kickoff from Dodge. Cheese does get a touch there, but goes straight to Don't Mind Me, who misses the open net once again. The GC Pops already letting themselves down a bit. Dodge, a decent shot there. Don't Mind Me again with the miss. Archaon, the commit as third man, leaves the net open. Luckily, the defender can get back pretty speedily to recover that one. Could have been dangerous. NG off the wall, has a shot. Archaon sending it down the pitch. Don't Mind Me around the midfield with a lot of boost. Dodge gets the shot. Not too much power. I don't think it will go in. Cheesecake ready for that on the back line. Don't Mind Me sends the pass, and Archaon finally coming online. What a shot. Sends it directly into the top corner. GC Pops with the lead in game 2.
Absolutely. You can just see, it wasn't challenged. There's nothing. Nothing you could have done. Did not have enough reaction time to come off from that.
Strong kickoff from Archaon. Dodge looking for that follow, doesn't quite reach the ball in time. Back into the mid, past one, don't mind me. Playing a bit of interference there. The GC Pops just keeping the offense going. NG does finally catch it. Dodge with a big touch. It's on target. Luckily, don't mind me there for the receive. Archaon past one, but a bit awkward. The dive in as well. The demo from Cheesecake could be a chance, but pile of Dodge keeping the ball away from the net when there's no one to defend it. NG, a nice catch, but Dodge with the 50 just pushing that ball back into offense. Sapana looking to get something started. Dodge not quite over NG. The bump out as well. Cheesecake pops it into the middle. Archaon, a big clear, but the boost just getting taken by Cheesecake. Awkward miss there. Archaon didn't quite get the power on that shot. Don't mind me playing interference. Archaon with the commit does find a demo. Dodge trying to follow that ball. Archaon saving the play slightly there. ILV Black with a lot of pressure right now, looking to get something started. Sapana has a chance, but it is blocked, just sent wide by Dodge. So far, pretty back and forth in this second game.
Yeah, we're just seeing the sort of very similar to the last game, really. It's just one attack after another, race back, and then hit the attack yet again. And I think it's gonna take something a bit more than that. Although you see, don't mind me, unable to do much really with that then. And I think it's gonna take some systematic destruction of their defense to be able to do much with it.
Yeah, for sure. We've seen some good demo plays this series, but perhaps some more wouldn't go amiss. NG with the shot there, blocked by Archaon. It's coming off the backboard for Cheese, but Dodge gets there a little bit quicker. Archaon looking to get something started off to the side. Don't mind me, up pops it into the middle, but no one ready to receive that one. Dodge up now. Not the best touch, but Archaon able to recover it nicely. Sapana making sure it's not heading into that net. Bring NG a bit of a double commit. The net's open. Don't mind me has a chance to score, and he won't let himself down. Does get the shot on 2-0 to the GC Pops. Bit of an overcommit there from the ILV side.
Yeah, ILV Black just completely overcommit, and then in a great redirect from Don't Mind Me after that pass from Dodge. Just, you can't leave the net open like that. You leave that net wide open, and it is going to be exploited by the enemy team.
Yeah, a minute and a half on the clock. 2 goals to recover for ILV Black. Definitely doable, but will they be able to? NG sends it high. Dodge reading the play and nicely keeps it out there. Archaon with the pinch comes into Sapana. The shot, nothing behind it. Cheesecake trying to get a back pass going, but teammates not really ready. Don't mind me gets an attack started for the GC Pops. The pass comes really high. Dodge having to fly it for that one. Puts it on the backboard. Archaon's there, but the clear just being made by Sapana.
Incredibly close there.
Pushing down for the ILV Black side. Unable to leave their half at the moment. It is really rough. Dodge gets beaten out in the 50. The ball coming towards the goal. Don't mind me. Has the touch. The pass up. Don't mind me. Into the centre for Archaon, but he misses the shot. That could have been such a clean play. Archaon in the corner now. 30 seconds to go. ILV Black still no goals on the board. They do need to get something started very soon if they want to take this game 1. NG with a miss. Again, Cheesecake putting it towards the middle. Sapana, the double commit. NG does try and push it down, but Archaon keeping the ball going. 10 seconds. It looks like the GC Pops may have this one in the bag.
Yeah, and I think they know that as well. Great final save there. Don't Mind Me, didn't really have to do much with it. And the GC Pops take game number 2. And here's the thing, if you're the GC Pops, and we said it in the first game, Sapana not necessarily doing it as much this game. Again, Dodge being sort of the bottom of the pile for the GC Pops. But ultimately, the GC Pops have got a real good rotation at the moment, and It's an onslaught. It is just shot after shot after shot. They get them trapped in one area, and they don't let them out.
Yeah, they just keep the pressure up really nicely, you know. I mean, the shots, however, are roughly even. ILV Black did have 5 shots on goal there, but you know, somehow the GC Pops just kept every ball out. There's sloppy defense there at the start, but it managed to, you know, keep them alive. They kept the 2-goal lead. I think ILV Black, you know, they just need to work on demoing a bit more. We saw the GC Pops utilize those demos quite a bit to find goals. You know, the other team just counter with that perhaps could be something that will take them off guard.
Yeah, let's see. Game number 3. We're going to see a clean sweep, or we're going to see the reverse sweep.
Good start for ILV Black. The shots on Archaon, managing to find the save there. Dodge a bit far forward. Luckily, Don't Mind Me is there to make sure nothing goes in the net. Cheesecake sends it off to Archaon. Don't Mind Me, a bit of a weak shot on net. Didn't quite work out there. Sapana pushing downwards. Doesn't quite find the net. NG with the shot, but it's just over. Cheese, the follow is on, but Archaon does find the save on that one. ILV Black unable to convert their shots once more. This time, Don't Mind Me making sure not to let anything easy get past him. Cheesecake, a heavy touch will go over the net. Archaon looking to start something, looking for that demo, but Sapana, eye on the ball, does get that dodge. Pile of dodge, looking to get an attack forming. Archaon can't do much with the ball, has to leave it and just rotate out. Don't Mind Me pushing down the pitch. Just goes for a demo, but ends up missing the enemy's car completely. A bump comes out. NG has a chance, but Archaon's there with the save ×2. What a legend, keeping his team in this just a little bit longer.
Yeah, Archaon's having a great game already. You can just see him having them little reactions, that little bit of a flip then that was needed just to get it off target. Gonna see. We've seen sort of like over the last sort of 2 minutes or so, it's just been a very back and forth contest. No real team is sort of like coming across as the team that are playing better than the other. It's just very, very back and forth, and the GC Pops need to be able to do something, and ILV Black need to come out and, you know, capitalize on them opportunities that they do clearly keep getting.
Yeah, sorry. They've had quite a few shots on net, you're right there. They, you know, just don't seem able to actually put them into the back of the net. GC Pops managing to keep the defensive side of things going pretty well. Don't Mind Me looking to get that boost. NG giving possession away there to Dodge. Archaon coming in for the 50 does work out. Sapana pushing it into the attack now, but denied cleanly. Does get another one. The shot on from NG, but Dodge ready and waiting with the block. The rotation from GC Pops on defense looking a lot stronger right now. They're pushing into offense. Sapana with the miss. Cheesecake is backwards now. The net's open. NG comes in to save him. Pile of dodge off the side wall. Doesn't keep possession for his team, unfortunately. 1 minute 40 on the clock. Neither of these teams have a goal yet. NG had a great chance there, but he sent it wide once again. This ILV Black side team unable to score. Cheesecake a chance. The shot's weak. There's an open net for Sapana. The defenders completely duffed it. GC Pops defense missing for that one.
Yeah, that touch from Don't Mind Me was a bit. It was a little awkward, and it just set it up perfectly right in the middle there. Unfortunately, unable to do much with that, and we finally see ILV Black able to do something with it.
Pile of dodge with the pass. Archaon does have the finish. The equalizer is quick and decisive from the GC Pops. They don't want to give ILV Black too much momentum. They're looking to close this one out with a clean sweep.
What a great little flip. Passing it into the center, just into the top. Exactly what they needed to do. Clear communication clearly between that team there.
Don't mind me pushing up again, looking for another goal to take the lead. Cheesecake off the wall, does beat Dodge, but Archeon there with a bang. Sapana can't reach it, it's crossbar down, but it's not in. And Cheesecake able to push it away from the danger zone. Dodge just gets bait out there. Yeah, that was really unfortunate. The GC Pops gonna be molding over that if they're not able to find the win here. Great pass to Cheese, just sends it wide. Dodge pushing it forward. Sapana off the backboard, a chance to score now, but the net's open once again. An overcommit on offense from the ILV Black side. The GC Pops taking the lead with 40 seconds to go.
We've seen it throughout this series, haven't we, really? The rotation between the GC Pops hasn't necessarily been the best, but even worse so for ILV Black, who just can't rotate and leave that net open yet again. I think I've lost count of how many times that net's been wide open now from that team, and they just keep capitalizing on it, and you can't do that in this type of game.
You need to make sure you've got that third man always ready and waiting. You can't just put everything into an offense, especially when you're tied up. That's a scenario. 20 seconds to go, a chance to score, but NG gets blocked out. Don't mind me with the 50. Dodge looking to push it down. 14 seconds to go. If they can just play time here, they will have the series win. NG coming up the wall. A last-ditch attack from ILV Black. Archeon does get a lovely clear. Cheesecake keeping the dream alive. 1 second to go. It will hit the floor, and GC Pops taking a clean 3-0 sweep. Brilliant performance from them. ILV Black not quite able to keep up in the end. They will not, even get a game in the end of that series, unfortunately for them.
Absolutely, we just saw complete annihilation of ILV Black, unable to take them opportunities. Look how many shots they had. It wasn't like they weren't getting them opportunities, but that finishing aspect of it is just not there. When you've got a defender such as Sapana did great defensively today. Unfortunately, that rotation's a little bit off. The net was left wide open way too many times, and it did come back to bite them. And in the end, that's going to result in them losing the series. The GC Pops had a bit of a sloppy defense though throughout the series. I'm kind of surprised the fact that ILV Esports couldn't get they couldn't get at least a game from that. With the defense of Sapana, I lost count of how many saves he's had throughout the entire series, but he played extremely well, and it's kind of baffling to me that they would just leave that like that, and they would just leave that net open so often. But yeah, GC Pops taking the victory 3-0.
It's like I said, lack of creativity in the design of your pick and your name, lack of creativity on the pitch. Clearly, the GC Pops taking it away. The lads from Britain taking the clean 3-0 win. Going into week 2, that gives them a bit of a confidence boost. ILV Black, hopefully they don't take it too hard and they're able to keep things up. I think that is all the games we have for you this evening, ladies and gentlemen, but make sure you tune in. I believe the next day we are streaming is Wednesday, so make sure you stay alert for that. Have a good evening. I've been Cryolix.
I've been Mikey.
And we'll see you next time.